Okay, we want to solve the rational inequality and write the solution in interval notation. So we have the following. We have 2 over x squared plus 13x plus 42, and that's less than 0. So we have one term on the left side, which is what we want, and we have a 0 on the right-hand side, which is what we want, but this denominator needs to be factored further. So we're going to write 2 over the factored form of this. So if we want to factor this, we have 42 here and then 13. So what two numbers can we multiply to get 42? Then when we add them together, it's going to give us 13. That's 6 and 7. So this becomes 2 over x plus 6 times x plus 7, and therefore that's less than 0. And now we need to find the critical points. Okay, the numerator doesn't have a variable in it, so it's a constant. So we need to focus on a denominator, and then a denominator means that we'd have restricted values there. And so we have x plus 6 times x plus 7, and we're going to set that equal to 0. So we have x plus 6, which is equal to 0, or x plus 7, and that's equal to 0. Solving for x, we get x is equal to negative 6, or x is equal to negative 7. Okay, now we're going to create our regions. So we have 0, we have negative 7, and we have negative 6. So we can see that we have region 1, region 2, and then region 3. And then since our inequality is less than, then that means everything's going to be in parentheses. So we're going to go from negative infinity to negative 7 in the first interval. The second interval goes from negative 7 to negative 6. And the third interval goes from negative 6 to positive infinity. And now we're going to test each region. So for region number 1, we're going to let x equal negative 8. And then we're going to plug it in the second step, which is 2 over x plus 6 times x plus 7. We want to see if it's going to be less than 0. So we have 2 over negative 8 plus 6 times negative 8 plus 7. So that's 2 over negative 2 times negative 1. Well, that gives you a positive 2. And 2 divided by 2 is 1. And is 1 less than 0? Well, that's false. So we know it's false in region number 1. And so in region number 2, we can pick the value of x, which is equal to negative 6.5, since it's in between those two values. So again, using the inequality, 2 over x plus 6 times x plus 7. So we have 2 over, we have negative 6.5 plus 6 times negative 6.5 plus 7. So we have 2 in the numerator. In the denominator, we're going to have negative 0.5 times 0.5. So that's 2 over negative 0.25. Now we don't have to multiply that all out because we know a positive divided by a negative is a negative. And that number is negative, and it's going to be less than 0, so we know it's going to be true in region number 2. And then region number 3, we can pick x to be 0. So we're going to plug that into our inequality. So we have 2 over 0 plus 6 times 0 plus 7. Well, that's 6 times 7, so that's 2 over 42. And we know that this number is positive and it's not going to be less than 0, so it's false for region number 3. So we know that it's true in region number 2 with the interval from -7 to -6. So the answer is -7 to -6 for that interval.